Welcome to the Waffle Flower channel. Hi everyone, Katie Gehring here with another Throwback Thursday. This week I'm showing my love for the holidays by combining the new Peace on Earth stamp set with the Love stamp set, along with Waffle Flower inks and Happy Go Lucky, Like a Pro, My Pleasure, Safe Choice, New Fish in the Pond, Peace of Mind, and Chirp Chirp. To begin, I am going to use one of the large sentiments from the Peace on Earth stamp set, the Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year sentiment, and I am going to place that in the center of a rustic cream note card, and I'm going to ink it up with Happy Go Lucky ink, which is a really pretty sort of light purple, and stamp it. Next thing, I know that I want to do kind of a Christmassy floral, so I'm going to get started by pulling out my loved stamp set and using one of the rounded flowers in that stamp set. I'm going to figure out kind of how I want this to look. So I think I'm going to do sort of a triangular formation around the Merry Christmas stamp set. So I pull out a stamp block and I'm going to just stamp the flower in My Pleasure ink. So I've stamped one, a second one, and then a third one. To finish off the flowers, I'm going to stamp the center of the flowers using the Like a Pro ink, which is a really pretty medium gray. I know that purple and gray and red don't really strike you as Christmas colors, but you'll see as I add some more colors and combine a few different colors, it'll start to take on more of a holiday look and feel. So now I'm ready to start adding some of my greenery to the card. And I'm going to do that using the Chirp Chirp ink along with Peace of Mind ink. I love the color that Chirp Chirp is, but it's a little bit lighter than what I'm going for. I'm looking for a little bit of a deeper, more true holiday green. So you'll see that by using my stamp positioner, I can ink up one of the leaves from the Love stamp set, first in Chirp Chirp, press down the cover, stamp it, lift the cover, ink it up again using Peace of Mind, and then I'm able to achieve that darker color. So I'm going to repeat this every time I'm going to stamp green on the card. It's a little bit extra work, but you really get a lot of extra mileage from your inks by combining and layering them like this. So now I've sped up the video a little bit and I'm just showing you how I built the layers of greenery around the Christmas sentiment. And remember, every time that I am stamping that green color, I'm stamping it twice. So I'm positioning the stamps, picking them up with the cover of the stamp positioner, inking them in the lighter shade of the green, and then going back over it with the darker blue to create that beautiful green color. So one of the things that I always keep in mind when I'm doing these floral type cards is kind of balance. I don't necessarily want it to be symmetrical because things in nature often aren't symmetrical, but I do want to kind of keep the design balanced. And so I try to use a lot of rules of three. So you'll notice there's 3 leaves, there's 3 red flowers. I just stamped 3 pink flowers. And now I'm going to break that a little bit because I've decided that I want to use that cute little bow from the Love stamp set on the card as well. So the other rule that I keep in mind when I am doing one of these floral cards is I stamp the larger images first. So that would be the sentiment, the flowers with their leaves, the branches, and then I kind of go back in and fill in the design with some of these smaller branches. So this allows me to make sure that I'm going to have room for some of the images that take up more space, and then I can just kind of fill in some of the gaps using the smaller branches and flower images. So now I think I'm done with the stamp positioner for now because what I'm really going to be focused on is the two-step stamping and filling in some of the flower buds and berries and branches that coordinate with some of the other images in the stamp set. So what I'm doing right now is I pulled out the gray ink again and I am stamping the flower buds and berries in the Like a Pro um, ink, and just kind of gauging based on that where I think I still might need to fill in the dots a little bit. So I've picked up one of the small circle stamps from the Peace on Earth stamp set, and I'm just kind of beginning to balance out the color a little bit. I've stamped some of them in the Happy Go Lucky, and now to make the branches look a little bit more holiday, I've picked up a small red circle stamp from Love Stamp Set, and I'm stamping the center of the pink flowers, and then I'm also stamping some berries in the green branches to make them look a little bit more holiday. So I'm just continuing to fill in a last few dots on the card, and at some point I decide that the card really could benefit from one more small branch. So I'm going to pull out my stamp positioner again and stamp the branch first in the Chirp Chirp ink, and then I'm going to ink it up with the Peace of Mind. And you'll notice this time I didn't even wipe the stamp with the chamois. But as long as you're going from a lighter shade to a darker shade and it's such a small stamp, there really isn't the risk of harm to your ink pad. So I am going to call this Floral Christmas Card complete. For more product information, visit waffleflower.com. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook for more creative ideas. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.